Hi there. Stay tuned to this video and I'm going to share with you on 3 tips on preparing you of what you can expect life after COVID with hockey. Now, my name is James Dewar and I'm founder and president of Stinky Lockers. We're located in Canada and we predominantly do a large volume of products specifically for hockey, but we do many other sports. But I'd like to talk to you today and just preparing some of the players, parents, and associations out there on what we can expect in life after COVID. So we're going to share with you again 3 tips. So please stay to the end of the video. And I would really appreciate your comments down below because I personally feel that is the engagement that we're going to have with our community in hockey that's going to help our associations and our governing bodies of hockey help come up with a plan that is going to help us move forward in life after COVID, at least with hockey. We all want to get our kids back in the field, back in the rinks, back in doing dryland training. We all know that there is some inherent risks involved until we get over this and come up with a vaccination that's going to help us get over this. They're talking about a second wave. So all I'm trying to do today is share with my community and some people out there and just find out some reasons that or how we can move forward, moving with our governing bodies. So again, stay to the end. We're going to share 3 tips on today, how we think life after COVID in playing hockey is going to affect us all. So tip number 1, expect some changes. I think we can all agree things are going to be a little bit different. But let's just talk about what's happened in the past. We've had SARS, we've had H1N1. We've all had these things in the past where it's affected the game in one way or another. And let's face it, we all want to protect our children, our players, parents, coaches, and officials, and the fans. So digging up a little bit, we've always been following the governing bodies, and because we're a Canadian company, we tend to follow a lot of what Hockey Canada has put out. So today I just printed out several bulletins that were issued in the past, and these were issued because of SARS or H1N1, and these are issued by our safety coordinators at our governing levels of Hockey Canada. USA Hockey would be the same. So I'm just going to read from a couple of the bulletins in the past. This one in particular was issued by Brian Whitehead. He's one of our executive directors at Hockey Canada, and this was in response to H1N1 virus. And so the bulletin goes on to talk about the risks of bacteria in kids and the different flus that were going around. And in this particular bulletin, which can be downloaded offline, and for those on the playback that want to look, I'm going to put the link down below to the bulletin so you can all see for yourself. But again, part of what's coming down from our governing bodies is recommendations on the game and how we move forward. So again, back when H1N1 was going through the system, of course, they mandated all players and staff must have their own water bottles labeled with their names and their player's number. And of course, they were encouraging coaches to have their same bottle, not to use their bottle. They went on to talk about how officials they were notorious for going to grab maybe the goalie's bottle and have a quick little shot of water. Even when they go to fix the net at times, they've been instructed that there's going to be changes and not to use the bottle. They're going to have their own bottle for that sort of maintenance. So it's kind of crazy when you think about all these little changes and how it's going to affect the game. Another bulletin issued at a different time. This one goes back to 2001. Todd Jackson issued a bulletin sharing all water bottles. That is good team hygiene, ensuring all players and staff have their own water bottle to prevent transmission. And it goes on to ask us to have them labeled and make sure you wash your bottles after every game. I mean, I couldn't even get my kids to dry the gear out. So it is a challenge. There's been times when the gear's been out in the porch and the cat came and anyway, Tyler, he had a cat spray his gear, so it's pretty bad when you have cat spray and hockey gear smell at the same time. So nonetheless, so again, expect some changes from our governing body, and that is probably one of the first thing I'd like to share with you. It's nothing new. COVID, certainly, it's terrible, but we have governing bodies that are there to protect us, and they're going to be giving us guidelines and handing it down to the association. So expect some more of those changes coming. Again, part of the engagement I'm looking for is if there's people out there watching this live or watching the recording, I really encourage you to make some comments down below, and we all need to do our part in getting that feedback through our association up to our governing bodies on making some suggestions of what the changes need to look like. So tip number 2, one thing is certain, obviously labeling your gear is going to be paramount. And for those that don't know, for the last 16 years, we've been working with associations, tournament coordinators, providing player gifts, and helping kids label their gear. We did it, and I started this business because I was trying to look for ways to label my kids' gear. We had 4 kids that played this game, and as you can imagine, gear was handed down. It's an expensive sport, so we were always looking for ways to save money and maybe not have to get the kids the new stick. So I originally developed the stick decals to label the gear, and so this is a sample. We've got a little sample here. We make these water resistant decals that peel and stick onto the shaft of your hockey stick. We had some fun with it, and we made the kids' number, and we put their logo on there, and we put the kids' name. So not only was it a great way to identify the gear when they left it behind, and let's face it, they all did sometime or another. We ended up zipping back to the arena to pick up their stick, but it was a way for them. They actually didn't want a new hockey stick because it maybe didn't have their sticker on it. So for us as a family, it saved us in not having to buy as much equipment as often. So the other thing, and of course, as we just read in the bulletins, was our water bottle stickers. Again, these are water resistant, scratch resistant. You peel and just stick them onto any stainless steel or plastic water bottle. These are dishwasher friendly. Feel free to put them in the dishwasher. As previous guidelines encourage, they really want you washing your water bottles more frequently, and they certainly don't want you sharing them. And that is just one of the things that you can expect that's going to be handed down from our organizations at the top level. We also do our bag tags, and our bag tags are designed to go on their backpacks or hockey bags, their dryland training bag. I think it's pretty obvious that you're going to want to keep your personal protection on your own gear. You're going to want to keep that to yourself, and you just don't want to get that mixed up anymore, just because it just is one more way that they're going to be transferring bacteria to and from the players. So again, that's the other thing, is that you're just going to want to have all your gear labeled. And again, check us out online. Obviously, we've got everything from bag tags, stick decals, water bottle labels, helmet decals. We've even got decals for kids' cell phones. So that's the other thing. So moving on, tip number 3 is preparation is probably the key. And again, we're going to work with some associations, but at this time, the whole purpose for me reaching out today is because I'd like to connect with a few associations, as we already do, but we've got room to add another 8 to 12 associations, and maybe coming up with programs in advance prior to the start of the season, so that when we need to get started, we need to hit the ground running, we're ready. So we've created a program where we can customize individual products for your players in your association and have them ready to roll out on the day that you start your season. So some associations, they include this with their registration. Just factor it in. And we've got programs from as little as $7 a player where we can help you identify their water bottle, their stick decal, and their bag from each and all the players in the association. Again, there's no cost for us to set up this program, but if we're going to set this up, we just need some time. So between now and the start of the season, if you're watching this video and you know somebody on the board, maybe if you can tag them or share this video with them, we would love to connect with them and create some programs. Now I'm going to share the screen in a quick second just to show you one of the programs that we're creating, and that way you'll be able to get a good sense of what we're going here. Actually, I can't do that at this moment. No, my apologies. Sorry. So what we're going to do is we created a landing page for your association that shows your team colors and your branding. And you have 2 options as an association. You can give them the opportunity to purchase it themselves, so extend the offer to the parents so that they can purchase themselves, or you can take it on as an association and prepare all the products for them in advance so that you have them ready and your team assignments and handing it out, because really preparation is the key. So that is the 2 options. So again, there's no cost to do this. We've created a landing page at stinkylockers.net, and again, we're going to create a link at the bottom of this video on the replay for you to click that link. It'll give you an opportunity to just apply. It's a simple form application letting us know how many kids in your association, and then we'll send you your information to your board. We can also schedule a Zoom call if that's something your board would like, to do a quick presentation on how some of our products can be distributed. Because for an entire association order, each player can get an individual package, and again, this is only one of the packages that we've designed for them, but we can send that out in advance, because I honestly believe we're going to see from the get-go, associations having this requirement handed down, whether it's from Hockey USA uh, or Hockey Canada. So again, that's just something we're following, and I encourage all of you, again, if you don't mind, follow below. We're going to come back with more information. Hit the like button, or more importantly, give us some comments as to some of the products that you see. We're just trying to look ahead and trying to find out ways to protect our kids and get us back in the rinks to play the game. Because to be honest, kids are anxious right now. We've got some of the kids that do multi-sport. There are a lot of kids out there that normally are playing baseball and soccer at this time. And of course, they've been asked to be in lockdown. So some of them have lost their season and they're trying to do some training online and finding ways to stay active. But honestly, if we can just be prepared and be proactive, I think that is the key in doing this. It kind of reminds me of a story about how much this game is important to our family and our community of hockey. I managed all four of our kids' hockey teams, and as you can imagine, my wife was in one direction and I'm going in another. And I remember specifically we were at a tournament and we were in a semifinal in the morning on the Sunday of this hockey tournament, and we had a chance to win it. So we're in the semifinal. The kids are excited. The coach made these kids go to sleep early. And I remember Coach Kelly, telling the kids, we got a big opportunity. And we were in the dressing room getting the kids pumped up. So we're on the ice in a semifinal, and the kids are out on the ice. It's a tie game. We're in the third period, and it's ended. The game is ended, and we're going to overtime in a shootout. So we're in a shootout. The kids are all coming to the bench. The Coach Kelly is there looking to decide which players are going to do the shootout. And of course, we're all just talking amongst one another who'd be best. And I'm up in the stands as the team manager, and I could never sit down because I was always nervous, and I was one of those pacing parents. And all of a sudden, a player is getting my attention, and I'm like, "What is going on?" And I'm running down to the glass, thinking, "Is there a skate broken, or has he got a broken stick or something?" I go over the bench and I said to him, I said, "What's going on? What do you need?" Like, everything is going through my mind. And he looks up and he says to me, "Did we win any raffle prizes?" And I'm like, oh my goodness, we're just so into the game. And to be honest, this is what it's really all about for the kids. It's about having fun and creating these memories. I miss it like no tomorrow. We live in the rink, and we're just looking forward to getting back there. So if there's people out there seeing this for the first time, my name is James, owner and founder of Stinky Lockers. You can find our e-commerce store at stinkylockers.com. We've got a promotion site at stinkylockers.net. And again, on that site right now, if you go there, I've got a special button at the very top. Click that to apply if you want to check out some of our programs for associations that we can start up. We have 8 to 12 spots open available for about 8 to 12 more associations, depending on how many are in your association. Because again, it does take time for us to set up this program, and of course it does take time for us to roll it out. And we have production limitations, so we can only do so many associations. But check us out. As for our stick decals and our water bottle decals, another just great reminder, they were a great tournament player gift. So we can personalize one of these for every player in your tournament for as little as $3. So for those tournaments you've been to and you've got a Gatorade and a candy bag, we've all seen enough of those as parents. Kids get enough snacks. This is a practical gift. I think it's something that's very important, even if it's just a water bottle decal, or you can get a combination. We've got a 3-star combo where you can get all three. And again, you can get those for all the attendees that are attending your tournament. Plan in advance. We've got an easy setup system, an online ordering system, so that makes it very easy for you to order. And again, from as little as $3, again, less than the price of a Gatorade and a candy bag. So reach out. Please say some comments down below. Would love to get some of your feedback. And again, check back with us weekly. We're going to be doing some updates as we get our feedback from Hockey Canada. And again, USA Hockey, same thing. So thanks for following us. Please subscribe or follow. Appreciate your comments. Stay safe. Thanks for watching.